Jibing is all about using crew weight placement to drive the boat through the turn. By rolling out to the windward rail, the crew can steer using the roundedness of the hull and the center of effort on the sails. When executed well, the jibe is a fluid action in which all crew members respond to the commanding needs of the boat's balance beneath and the sails pulling above. So far I've only talked about crew members driving the boat through a jibe. This is important for two reasons. First, any use of the rudder to turn the boat is a disruption. Utilizing the balance of the boat to alter course is always more efficient. And second, rolling the boat through a jibe allows an opportunity to pump the sails, which may accelerate the boat, but more importantly it washes airflow across the sail, creating the flow and pull necessary to re-establish after the jibe. The driver's roll downwind and through a jibe is a coaching roll, utilizing crew weight to develop the desired response in the helm. For this reason, there is a constant dialogue between driver and trimmer. Through the jibe, the driver should sit or stand to the leeward side to get a better reach on the main sheet, grab the main sheet by all four parts, and pull the main across while coaching the crew on the timing of the weight shift. On the J23, there are several ways to lay out the control lines. Most often in the three-person arrangement, the driver is responsible for trimming the twings on the spinnaker. Generally, he or she trims the new twing on as the jibe begins, while the trimmer may release the old twing when rolling the boat. The cleat for the twing is normally near the trimmer's feet, and the old twing can be released at this moment as the trimmer ducks the boom. However, in this particular demonstration, the trimmer does not release the twing because of the strength of the breeze and the need to keep the kite stable in puffy conditions. The trimmer, in many cases, is more proactive than the driver. Depending on his or her size, the trimmer can drive the boat through weight trim while keeping the boat charging forward with a full kite. You can see Dave here working the boat by moving his weight to steer the boat down as puffs fill the kite. In fact, the bowman Blake also works hard to keep the boat on its feet and accelerating with each puff. Through each jibe, the trimmer must keep his or her head up and eyes on the kite, trim throughout the jibe, and shift weight with the crew to help propel the boat. Notice how our trimmer Dave moves his weight with the crew, accentuating the roll involved in the jibe while trimming. Good fundamental bow technique can make the difference between a stressful day on the water and confident tactical execution. The difference that experience brings to this position is a confidence that all success from the jibe hinges more on the driver and trimmer than on your own actions. In other words, rarely has a jibe gone wrong because the bowman didn't put the pole on fast enough. In fact, more often than not, inexperienced drivers get caught in a tough spot in these maneuvers by executing at a pace that does not reflect one or all of the other crew members' skills.
That was really good.
The bowman must face forward, keeping the pole in front, keep both feet planted to concentrate on handwork, release both ends of the pole at once, keep the pole parallel to the water, attach the new guide to the pole, and slide the pole forward and away while attaching the inboard end to the mast. One mistake often made by bowmen is an action I refer to as fishing for it. This is both distracting to the crew and frustrating to the bow person. When worried about attaching the pole to the guy, the bow person should step out towards the guy and then grab the guy as it drifts back in towards the boat. This may take a moment of hesitation as the spinnaker floats back, but the key is to remember that at this moment it's up to the driver and trimmer, and you as the bow person are not rushed to finish the job. In addition, notice how important it is to use the shrouds and mast as a steadying base for your technique. The point in this demonstration is to show how the pole never really will get away from you as a bow person if you stand in the right place and have patience. While the J22 is classified as a keelboat, it prefers to be sailed as if it were a dinghy. Constant attention to weight placement and body movements to control or encourage the boat to respond to puffs is absolutely necessary for competitive performance. Keep in mind the most critical factors for downwind sailing and control are keeping the crew weight ahead of the boat's reactions to puffs and concentrating on the proper trim of the spinnaker.